In 1932, a country went to war. Not against another country, not against an army of men. Australia went to war against birds. Big birds, fast birds, 20,000 of them. The soldiers had machine guns. The birds had legs, and the birds won. This is a true story, and today you will learn English with it. Let's begin. Welcome to the Whispering Ink, where you learn English through the strangest true stories in history. This story is Level 3, perfect for intermediate learners. I will speak slowly and clearly. Subtitles are always on the screen. Before we start, here are the 10 words you will learn today. Listen carefully. You will hear each word many times in the story. Word 1, drought, a long time with no rain. Word 2, harvest, the crops a farmer collects, like wheat. Word 3, destroy, to break something completely. Word 4, declare, to announce something officially. Word 5, weapon, a tool for fighting, like a gun. Word 6, troops, soldiers. Word 7, retreat, to move back, away from a fight. Word 8, dodge, to move quickly to avoid something. Word 9, surrender, to stop fighting and accept defeat. Word 10, defeat, the loss of a battle or war. Don't worry about remembering them now. The story will teach you. Ready? Our story begins in Western Australia in the year 1932. The year is 1932. The world is in the Great Depression. Money is short, jobs are gone, life is hard everywhere, and it is very hard in Western Australia. After World War I, the Australian government gave land to old soldiers. Go west, the government said. Become farmers, grow wheat. So thousands of ex-soldiers moved west with their families. They worked under the burning sun. They planted wheat and waited for their first big harvest. But there was a problem. Actually, there were 3 problems. Problem 1, the price of wheat fell. The farmers worked hard but earned almost nothing. Problem 2, a drought. For months there was no rain. The land became dry and cracked. And then came problem 3, the emus. An emu is a very large Australian bird. It cannot fly, but it can run. Up to 50 kilometers per hour, it stands taller than a man's shoulder, and it is always hungry. Every year, emus travel across Australia looking for food and water. And in 1932, 20,000 emus arrived in the wheat farms of Western Australia. Imagine you are a farmer. You wake up early, you look at your beautiful golden field, your only hope for money this year, and you see hundreds of giant birds eating your wheat, drinking your water, breaking your fences. The emus didn't just eat the harvest, they destroyed it. They walked through the fields with their big, strong legs and crushed everything they didn't eat. The farmers tried everything. They shouted, they chased the birds, they fired their old rifles, but there were too many emus. When farmers chased them from one field, the birds simply ran to the next field. The farmers were desperate. Many of them were ex-soldiers, remember? So they had a very military idea. They sent a message to the government in Canberra. Send us machine guns. Machine guns. Against birds. And here is the crazy part. The government said yes. The Minister of Defence agreed to help. He sent Major Meredith of the Royal Australian Artillery, 2 soldiers, 2 Lewis machine guns, and 10,000 bullets. 10,000 bullets, 20,000 emus. The soldiers thought this would be easy. 2 birds per bullet? No problem? Newspapers loved the story. Some people even joked that Australia had declared war on the emus. In November 1932, Major Meredith and his troops arrived in the wheat district. The Great Emu War was about to begin. And nothing, absolutely nothing, went the way the soldiers planned. November 2nd, 1932, the first battle. Major Meredith and his men found a group of about 50 emus. The soldiers prepared their weapons, the 2 Lewis machine guns. They aimed, they fired, and the emus did something no one expected. They didn't run together in one big group like sheep. No, the birds split into small groups and ran in different directions. Zigzag, left, right, left, right. The emus dodged the bullets, 50 birds, thousands of bullets in the air. And at the end of the first battle, the soldiers had hit almost nothing. A handful of birds, nothing more. 2 days later, the soldiers tried again. This time they found 1,000 emus near a dam. A perfect target. The soldiers hid. They waited. The birds came closer. Closer. The soldiers fired, and after 12 shots, the machine gun stopped working. It jammed. 1,000 emus ran away, safe and free. The soldiers stood there in silence, holding a broken gun. Major Meredith could not believe it. He was a professional soldier. He had fought in a world war. And now he was losing. To birds, he tried new ideas. One day, the soldiers put a machine gun on a truck to chase the emus. A high-speed chase, but the ground was rough. The truck jumped up and down so much that the soldier could not aim the gun at all. And the emus? They simply ran faster than the truck. One journalist wrote that each group of emus seemed to have its own leader, a big black bird that watched while the others ate and warned them when danger came. The soldiers were fighting an army with better tactics than their own. After 1 week, 2,500 bullets used, only a few hundred birds down, 20,000 emus still eating the wheat. The newspapers started laughing. Politicians in Canberra asked angry questions. One member of parliament joked, "Should we give medals to the emus? They are winning the war." The government was embarrassed. In December 1932, they ordered the soldiers to stop. Major Meredith and his troops had to retreat. The army left the wheat fields. The emus stayed. Australia had surrendered. Major Meredith gave one famous comment about his enemy. He said the emus could face machine guns like tanks. "If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds," he said, "it would face any army in the world." A soldier's respect for a bird. And so ended the Great Emu War. Final score, emus 1, Australia 0. The farmer's problem was later solved in a quieter way, with better fences and rewards for emu control. But history remembers 1932 as the year a modern army suffered defeat against birds who never even knew they were at war. Today, the emu is a national symbol of Australia. It even stands proudly on the Australian coat of arms. The winner of the war, in its place of honor, forever. Let's review the whole story one more time, in simple English. Listen for our 10 words. In 1932, farmers in Australia had 3 problems: low wheat prices, a drought with no rain, and 20,000 hungry emus. The emus destroyed the farmers' harvest, so the farmers asked the government for machine guns. The newspapers said Australia declared war on the birds. The government sent troops with 2 machine guns, powerful weapons. But the emus were fast and clever. They dodged the bullets. They ran faster than trucks. After 1 month, the army had to retreat. Australia surrendered. It was a famous defeat, and today, the emu stands on Australia's coat of arms. The birds won. Now it's your turn. 5 questions. Say your answers out loud. Speaking helps you remember. Write your score in the comments. Question 1. Why were the farmers angry at the emus? A. The emus were too loud. B. The emus destroyed their harvest. C. The emus attacked their children. The answer is B. The emus destroyed the harvest, the wheat the farmers needed to sell. Question 2. What does drought mean? A. A long time with no rain. B. A type of bird. C. A machine gun. The answer is A. A drought is a long time with no rain. Question 3. How did the emus avoid the bullets? A. They flew away. B. They hid underground. C. They ran in zigzag and dodged. The answer is C. They dodged. They moved quickly to avoid the bullets. Question 4. What did the army do at the end of the war? A. They won the war. B. They retreated. C. They bought more guns. The answer is B. The troops retreated. They moved back and left the fields. Question 5. Complete the sentence. Australia blank war on the emus. A. Declared. B. Dodged. C. Harvested. The answer is A. Australia declared war. They announced it officially. How many did you get right? 5 out of 5? Amazing! Tell me your score in the comments below.